Before we carry on, I'd like to say a massive thanks to everyone who went over to my shop last time and got himself a nice Oak Swamp t-shirt, mug, stickers or a hoodie. It really is keeping me going down here, and I really do appreciate the support, so thanks again. So I had a bit of a short week this week, but this is what happened. Tuesday, as I'm still winterising my house, I'm only having little bursts out here, so today I want to complete one job. And the job is, this is the original gear shifter. Now this was a manual box. That would have sat there and you see the rods moving there. The gear shift on this is on this side fortunately, and it's just down there, you see? Just there. So I need to come from there. It comes straight up and join into this. With these auto boxes it just moves by very small increments. But before I do that, I want to make a gate up on here. I'm going to do a bit of measuring and see how far this is going to go. Now for this gate, what you got inside there, if you look there, that's a sprung loaded piece for reverse. So I figure if my gate goes across like this, now this will then heap up, making the individual gear segments. To change gear, you will indeed have to use the spring and push the lever over. You'll see more when I start to work this out, but I think the first thing I'm going to do is take it to bits, give it a clean, and then save me working like this. Bit of a nuisance having to work on the house because it's stealing all my time, but I'll be happy for it in the winter because I've neglected the task for a long time now. Not through wanting to, it's just trying to get the channel going, keep the videos coming out. There you go. So you've got that big old spring there. That sits down into here. When you push the lever over, it pushes up against it. So if you watched me last video, you would have seen the little standard arrived, the little standard 8 arrived. Now I was chatting to Warren and he's got the engine down there. I didn't really want it to start with, but I'm going to go down and pick it up soon and we can go down and see Warren's cars, the two Allens, Big Al and Little Al. Root screw. Oh, there you go. A little slot to take that. This is kind of what Bracket's got to come up with for that gearbox. And all the clean stuff, I always use straight petrol gasoline because it just eats through every bit of old grease and that. So what do you guys use when you're cleaning? To whop this one down a little bit.
Terrified of getting high. How about you? I see myself petrified, my truths are all untrue.
Figure if I put a thread in this, for the moment I can just make bits until I'm happy. And then when I'm completely happy, I can just weld it as well and it'll be super tight. Because what I've got to do is something like this, come up and then have a shoulder for the gate. It needs to be round and not too big. And I'm thinking something like that. You will see what I mean in a minute. For the moment I'm going to use this coach bolt, so I'm going to leave a bit of thread on him, whip the rest off. So there's the position it's got to be, and it's just got to slide up and down on that. Now with humps on here, you have to pull it over to engage one of the gears. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a flat plate that goes on here, drill 6 holes in it, and we'll see what it does. I'm going to do it at a thin alley to start with, just to get it right.
Feels like I've been here before.
Bow load. Don't forget the bow load.
People in love on the bathroom floor. Know that I'm
Ready to get bolted onto there.
I just wish it felt that way sometimes. My hands shake a violent way from you. Searching out sanity's sake, desires evil twin. Feels like I've been here before.
Right, I cut this little bit out of 5mm, and I've got these old timey clevis. They thread up like that, and then you put a pin through that side. And I'm going to weld this to the bottom of that shaft.
Felt that way sometimes.
what I did was extend the arm that came out of the gearbox, drilled a hole on it, put a clevis on it, and I've run a bit of 10mm round bar to the bottom of this. You've got the clevis here, and there's all the little gates. Now those gates I'm going to do in steel, obviously. I'm just going to get it working first, and then when I'm happy I'm going to do it in steel, so it's got a bit of longevity for it. All the way down, all the way up. There's the little gates. The little gates are a bit small, really. I'm going to work on the shape of those so they're a bit more hooky and a bit deeper. Reverse, neutral, drive, first. Friday, and it's really warm today, so I've stopped on the house. Yesterday I went to the bearing place and dropped the oil seal. I've got a call and he said he's got it in today, so I'm going to nip out there and get that, and that means I can get that back axle in. Anti-friction. It's a good name actually, Anti-friction, for a bearing company, isn't it?
Got your thing there?
Oh, look at this.
Sorry.
That was quick.
Yeah,
It was only yesterday.
I know.
Blimey.
It even looks like it's the right thing.
Oh, there's a dog. Hello. Hello, little fella. Yeah, good boy.
So the OD looks spot on, the thickness looks spot on. Obviously the ID,
We get
who knows?
Yeah.
So we can only assume that the AI got it right.
Well, you would thought so, wouldn't you?
Hope so.
AI. And the grand total on that one is?
£3.92 plus the VAT.
£3.92. I can live with that. Well, there you go. That was simple, wasn't it? That was the original one. It had a steel frame. This is, I don't know whether it's plastic or what, but it's the same width. This is what the original one did. Yeah, a bit of leather, look. And that's that inside there. £4.70. Oh, you can keep the change.
You're very kind.
Thank you very much. Oh, that's ideal, isn't it? I think that ID,
Yeah.
going by the look of this.
Indeed. I mean, from what I can tell, it does look right, but obviously the devil's in the detail. There's only one.
Was that the part number that AI gave us?
It was, apart from it was, they said it was narrower. They had theirs slightly narrower than this.
Yeah.
But this looks to me spot on width-wise.
No, that's bang on.
Yeah.
Crazy they're so easily available, isn't it?
Yeah, it's obviously a common size. Obviously.
Must be.
Some sizes.
Is this Imperial?
It is.
It is Imperial.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, sir.
Radio?
You're an absolute gentleman.
That's okay.
Another fine job by Anti-Friction. I was just saying to myself out there, Anti-Friction, what a good name for a bearing company.
Yeah, absolutely. Clever
No
thought out.
friction, nice.
Yes.
And that's a service as well. Nice,
Absolutely.
nice and
I never
smooth.
thought of that.
There we go, perfect. That looks like the fella. Right, I'm whipping this off again because I did wonder it at the time. This has got a little shoulder on here and it's digging into that seal, and as that spins it's going to wear through that seal and it's going to leak again. So
They said it was narrower. They had theirs slightly narrower than this.
to this edge here. So I'm just going to cut that bit right off. There's no use for it now. Right, there you go. Just trimmed him off flat that. Saturday and the rain's coming in. We're all covered up. I've had some deliveries arrive this week and the UJs are here, so I'm going to put them on now. Now both of the UJs are pretty mashed on here, so I've got to tap both of them out. I've got a pair of UJs here ready to go on. I also had another delivery this week which I haven't shown you yet. I'll show you more on that in a minute. I've got to weld this prop up as well. It's in there nice and tight. It's an interference there. Looks like rain, which is a shame because Neil's up at Cop Hill and he should be running his Hillman up there today. I hope the weather keeps off for him. straight out. Again. Out it comes. There it is. I gotta be honest, I'm not really into changing parts on cars. This is a necessity. It's all. I want to get back building as soon as I can. But there is a means to an end because I'm dying to have a Commer on the road because I've always wanted one. And it'd be good for cruising around, swamping around in. Where I've been working on the house this week, I know I keep going on about it, but it leaves me very little time. So that's why I missed one on Wednesday. But Monday back full time. I've got everything in front of me for next week now, so I can properly crack on. I love grows cold. Where is the circlip pliers gone? You can probably hear it's pouring down out there now, unfortunately. Once I get all of these in, give it a little weld up and then a coat of green. And then I can fit this, safe in the knowledge that the UJs won't be rattling anywhere. These are greasable as well. And these were $14.99 for the pair. Bargain. Now next job is to load these back brakes up. I've got some new brake shoes for it and I've got a cylinder repair kit, so I'm going to do that now. Here's all the bits and bobs. I think we have one of them's on it. So I'm going to give these a clean up and have a look if I've got the right cylinder. The shoes that are here, one side is alright but the other side's too low, so I'll replace them. And once I get these brakes on, that'll be good because I can put it back on the floor and not have to lift it for a minute. The trouble is with doing stuff like this, it's not really exciting, is it? But it is how I'm spending my time, and I suppose that's all I've got really at the moment. Yeah, that's definitely gone. Look at that. It looks new in there, but hairy. Same again. Exact same mush. Little bit of brake fluid. And in you go. There we go. Right, I've given this a clean out. Let's give it a squirt of that stuff. Right, this little hood's got to go on first before it goes in. And it's a tricky little beggar. Very tricky little thing to get on that one, but then you just slot him in. And that is the wheel cylinders done. That's one of the new shoes. Looks pretty good. Loosen this adjuster right up so he's all raring to go. I'm assuming, looking at this, that sits there like that. And then when you pull the handbrake up, it just pulls that over. Easy peasy. Getting these springs on is always fun. Hello. Sas is here to make me a nice cup of tea.
Oh, it's just to tell you we're going out.
Oh yeah. Or is it to say hurry up with this Commer so we can go exploring?
Yeah. So the camping holiday's coming closer, is it?
Yeah, winter camping.
Yeah. The tea. Are you gonna
How easy are those? My God. I've never had such an easy pair of brake shoes going as that. Plop. Straight in there.
click?
Usually you've got two spanners, two screwdrivers pushing apart, levering, and you're trying not to snip your fingers off.
Impressive.
What on Roots Group? Thank you very much. Cheers. Right, I want to see real time how long it takes to put these shoes on. Okay, well that's where I got to in the limited time I had this week, but I feel as though I've made some good progress. And it leaves me wide open now for next week because I'm no longer on the house next week, it's full bore Commer next week. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be fitting the radiator. The fan belt's arrived now, so I'm going to be connecting up the alternator as well. Also I'm going to connect the throttle pedal up, and I'm going to do that via rods. Before I do that, I'm going to be fitting these shock absorbers to the back. Then I'm going to head towards the front and start thinking about fitting the front calipers. As you probably know, I've got some Jeep Cherokee vented discs for the front. I wanted some 4-pot calipers for these, and for this disc size, the best ones I could find were off of Alpha, and these are Brembos. So next time I'm going to be having a go at fitting them. I've also got to connect up my 2 master cylinders and run all the brake lines around. But if you want to see any of that, you're going to have to tune in next time. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the old subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a like and a comment. It really does help the old algorithm. If you want to help me out and support the channel, please pop over to the tip jar or go over to my shop and get yourself some lovely Oak Swamp merch. Thanks a lot for watching. I will catch you dudes next time. Hang loose.